y'all, it's Stacy at Creekside Created. It is a dreary, rainy day in Virginia today, so I am taking the time and cleaning up my beeswax and putting it through some cheesecloth and just cleaning it up. I have a special mold that I use for my clean beeswax, and that's one of these. So that's how I know that it's clean beeswax and it's nice and filtered. So one thing that I love about beeswax is like, you never know what you're gonna get. So it varies from season to season. Sometimes the beeswax is darker, sometimes it's lighter, but look how much fun I've had. So I've had such a good time putting together all my clean beeswax, and I put them into some of my candle molds. So I have like a half of a skep and just some honeycomb. I don't know, I love it. And then sometimes I just put them into rounds, but that's all clean beeswax. And it takes a lot of time to kind of go through, melt it all down, put it through the cheesecloth, and then I put it into some just candle molds just because that's super easy. And then eventually I melt it back down and put it into my clean beeswax molds. And that's just so I know that everything is good. It's all been filtered out. You're not gonna have like a bee wing or a bee leg in the wax or anything like that. And then most of my beeswax I filter twice for some of my like face care, stuff like that, or my soaps and stuff. I filter that stuff twice. My Lotion Bars, which I actually just perfected that formula. I'm really, really, really happy with it now. I have been working on some of these recipes for probably four months now. And it was I really wanted to do a lotion, but I didn't want to do a lotion that was really watered down, or, you know, that you put on and like 2 minutes later it's gone. I wanted it to stick around, and I wanted a firmer lotion. And so I came up with these Lotion Bars, and I went through, I don't know how many recipes I went through for Lotion Bars. And finally I just decided, you know what, I want something specific. And so I'm gonna tweak my own recipe and figure out how to do it for myself. So I did, and I'm in love with it. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about my Lotion Bars because I am obsessed. So I am the type of person, I work so much with my hands, outside, inside, with dogs, with kids. I wash my hands all the time. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. And so I'm constantly washing my hands. When I'm out of the house, I'm constantly using antibacterial gel, which is not the best thing to use, but I do it. I also have a transplant kiddo. So my daughter had a double lung transplant. So yeah, we are gonna be using some antibacterial gel to keep the germs away. But my hands were just constantly dry. I would go to bed with dry and cracked hands. I would put on all of this like really expensive lotion that I would get in the stores, and I would wake up with dry hands again. And it was so frustrating. I don't know how you guys do with that, but I do not do well with that. And I hate the fact that when my hands are so dry that they crack and they bleed and my knuckles bleed, and I hate it. So I have been perfecting my Lotion Bar recipe for a while now, and I have finally found one that I love. So the ones that I've done so far is, I like to call it Lemon Rosemary Cookie. It comes in a cute box with a little explanation about the Lotion Bar, but check this out. Oh, it's so cute. I used a little soap mold for it, but it's got a bee on it, of course, because it's got my beeswax from my bees in my backyard. And so I used a combination of a couple of different ingredients for this. I'm not gonna divulge my recipe because I think it's really, really good, and I'm really excited about it. But of course I used beeswax, I used a little bit of propolis from my beehives, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, cocoa butter, mango butter. I used a bunch of different ingredients. Of course, I put vitamin E in it. I think that was really good. And then I hate lotions that have like a really, really strong fragrance. I don't know, I'm funny about that. So I only used essential oils. And so this is my little sample size, and this is totally mine. Like, I am obsessed with it. So, but it's a bar. So the lotion bars, to be completely honest, do leave your hands feeling a little bit more greasy than traditional lotions that you would get out of a squeeze bottle or a pump. But the butters contain some like really good fats and fatty acids that help you, moisturize your hands. And then the beeswax helps seal it all in. And so with that being said, there's no water in this bar whatsoever. It will stick to your hand. So what happens is you just kind of work with it, and it will just like melt in your hands as you're working with it. And then you just get enough on your palms, and you just kind of mix it in with on the tops of your hands. And I love the bar because you can hit specific areas. Like my knuckles always crack. And so I always hit my knuckles like really, really hard with this lotion bar. And what has been happening lately is my hands are not dry and cracked in the morning. I always put it on before bed, and then I'll put it on a couple times a day depending on how my hands are feeling. But it's kind of like, I would say it's kind of like the equivalent of chapstick on your lips. These are just, they help so much with my dry and cracked hands. So especially in the winter, I was so excited when I finally got this recipe to where I wanted it, and I tweaked it enough to get it going in the right direction. So I did put essential oils in. I know I'm not a huge fan of like fragrance oils and stuff like that. I typically have really sensitive skin, but with the solid lotion bars, I just used a little bit of lemon and a little bit of rosemary essential oil. And so I call it lemon rosemary cookie is what my lotion bar is called, because the cocoa butter and the shea butter kind of give it like a natural cookie hints. So I thought that was so appropriate. But a little goes a long way. I mean, so this is my sample bar, and I've got them listed on my Etsy shop, which I'll put in the comments below. So you can check it out if you want to try one. But I've got the sample bar, and then the full-size bar is so cute. I love it. And like I said, it'll just melt in your hands and moisturize. Anyways, if you guys want to try them, get on my Etsy shop. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. I am in love with these lotion bars. In love. Hope you're having a great day. Hey y'all, just a real quick tip about the lotion bars. My dogs really like them, and I've eaten a few of them. Luckily, it's all natural ingredients, but my puppy dog really likes the lotion bars. So make sure you keep it away from them.